Hello friends, it's BorasLegend. Today's time for my third recap from November, and this is a qualification month, and the important is to get a good result, and we did pretty much this weekend, but we were a little bit unlucky. You will understand why if you watch this video. The team here, we had this team for the first 12 games. We made some changes, but I didn't really like the balance in this team, so I changed after my first loss, which was game number 12. You can see here we had some new players. Dembele playing on 7 cam. I was not really sure about that one. Vera was great, but I had to change our players to afford both him and Hullet 90, and I prefer Vidal much more than Nainggolan, and also of course changing Manolas to Rijkaard was a bit, didn't really feel the same confidence in the defense. But then I changed to this. I got Blanc back, I got Vidal back, Rijkaard, and also Farman in the goal. He was very decent, and you can see here up front I made a Rui Costa SBC, and he was actually brilliant. So from minute 1 in the game it looks like this: the narrow diamond for 1-2-1-2, getting behind for the strikers and stay back for Blanc and for the wingbacks. And Farman, like I said before, he was very solid, but still, I mean, he just doesn't save these shots that you would expect him to save, like maybe Neuer and De Gea would say. But also on the other hand, sometimes he just makes some insane saves. But I mainly used him because I didn't have more than 10,000 coins after I made the Costa SBC, which costed me around 470k. But anyways, the defense was the same as the last weekend. Just switched place on Rijkaard and Ferdinand, because Rijkaard has a 4-star weak foot and his left foot is simply much better, because when you have center back on the left side, he's gonna use his left foot more than his right foot, so that's why I switched sides on Ferdinand and Rijkaard. I mean, this defensive line is really great, but Walker, he made a terrible game, and that is in the last game, and you will see soon. So I'm thinking, maybe I will changing for Valencia, but also I don't want to judge players after one game, but that game was terrible. Blanc back as a CDM, I mean, he is almost 3 times as cheap as Vieira, but he is almost as good. I mean, he is incredible for me in the defense. Some people don't like him, but just put Anchor on him and I swear he will be absolutely brilliant. And then we have a new player, Hullet 90. It's a big upgrade from his 86 version, but also very much expensive. But just as my friend always is saying, he is the leader of the Gold Gang. He is absolutely insane in this game. Definitely one of the top 3 players. I don't regret buying this absolutely fantastic item. Right side, Vidal, his stats on this card isn't as good as the previous ones, but he is still great for me in the defense. And then we come to something interesting, the Rui Costa SBC, and I got a lot of advice from you guys in the comment section to get him, and I listened. So I had the option to get either Suarez or Costa for cam, and I chose Costa, and you can see that I did the right choice. I mean, he is absolutely amazing. You also see some gameplay examples later how good he actually works in the game. He is very strong, he is actually also very fast, especially with Hunter, which also gives him much better finishing, which his initial stats are a bit poor. He has a 75 finishing, but Hunter gives him 85, and also, yeah, great dribbling, great passing. He is really good and definitely worth it. Like I said before, he cost me around 450k, and that was with some of the red cards, some of my monthly items that I had in the club. So if you have nothing in the club, he's gonna be around, I think, 550k minus the rewards. And the dynamic duo up front, I don't have to say much. Bale and Ronaldo, they are just as always freaking insane. Custom tactics, I'm starting to feel very confident with this tactic. High pressure, really enjoy it, to have the domination on the field, to have the high pressure, and yeah, this is the one that I'm going to stick with for a long time. Time for my best games, and I had a lot of good games this week, and my gameplay felt very good, and I also played against a lot of good players with the very strong teams. And this is how we change formation in the game just before the game even starts. We just press pause, and this takes about 15 seconds, and everybody will keep their initial chemistry, which in this case is 10. You can see here the first attack, we do it very nice, straight from kickoff, a nice high cross with L1, and we find the far post to Bale. I will have a tutorial about that later, and here you can see how we defend using the right stick here and some pressure with R1 from Rijkaard, and we force him to make this mistake with this very aggressive defending. Some great drivebacks, but it's a nice block from the opponent. Here you can see how Blanc is nice here in the defense. He is aggressive, he has these long legs, and he makes a lot of interceptions on the opponent's build-up play. And we get the chance here, Rui Costa finds Hullet. You can see why he is one of the best players in the game, because he has fantastic finishing and he has 5-star weak foot, so he can finish with both legs just as good. Here you can see Farman makes a mistake, but instead of raging here, we just try to fix this by putting instant pressure on the opponent, and then we just switch to the middle, because the opponents usually want to go back central, and we read that and defend that very well. And here Costa finds Bale, and a driven shot here is what you have to use. It's so overpowered, the driven finish, and it's a goal 8 out of 10 times. And here we have Bale, and he's gonna find a pass here to Rui Costa, and he has also great finishing, and especially with Hunter he finishes everything. Great interception here from Ferdinand, just using L2 and reading the pass here, and Bale just running. Sometimes it's the best solution to just run straight, and a triangle pass to Ronaldo into the space, and we have number 5. Great pass from Costa. You can see his passing, he has some special curve, and then Bale with a normal cross, just a normal cross, great timing, finding Ronaldo for number 6. But the game is not over yet. Walker has shown some nice action, and then we're gonna find a pass here, 1-2 pass, and Ronaldo, he runs out with the goalkeeper, and we simply chip him, and that is number 7 and GG. Next opponent here we have Hamza with this nice team. You can see the top trio, Ronaldo, Suarez and Bale, and also a very strong defensive line with Luis and Bailly. But he makes a mistake here with this goalkeeper, and we're gonna take advantage of this mistake. We're gonna make the drag back in the box. It's so efficient, and then followed by a driven shot, of course. We have the first goal. Good defending here from Walker. You can see how we're gonna build up this attack. It's absolutely no stress. We're just waiting for some space to open up. We play it calmly, and then Rui Costa with his great passing finds this. And look here at the composure. We just take one extra touch, one ball roll to get Bale in a better position, and then a simple finish for number 2. And right stick switching in the defense is the key here. He will just run past if we don't right stick here, which we do, finding Walker, and then we're just gonna see this out here. Rijkaard standing, waiting for him to make the decision, and then he's just running into our AI. And that is pretty decent defending, but here it's time for us to attack. Finding Bale, just turning around, and you know what's gonna happen. It's going to be the driven shot, because that is what we do every single time in the box, and you have to master that type of finishing. I have a tutorial about it that I did also in FIFA 17 and FIFA 18, how you master the driven shots. And here finding Hullet, nice attack, but Courtois makes some amazing save, like a handball goalkeeper. Here great defending for Ferdinand, just using the L2 R2 technique very simply. And here you can see once again great defending, just being aggressive before he even turns around. We are there and making the interception. Here we make a mistake though. You can see the replay, how we push up too hard without taking into consideration that he has this run with Jesus. We have to cover the deep pass first. That is always the main priority in the defense. And Courtois made some amazing saves this game, but 3-1 was the final result. And the next opponent I matched up against many good teams this weekend, and here is another one here with the Barber team. But we start out this game in a nice way, a nice pass here, fast tempo, and there is no way he's gonna defend that, but De Gea in the goal makes a nice save. Here you can see Hullet, how he makes that extra turn. We're reading his movement, we're taking the risk, we don't use contain, and that's how we can make these types of interception here, Ronaldo, but it's blocked by his Ferdinand. Still 0-0, but we're gonna find this chance here. Vidal finding the one-touch pass to Ronaldo, a bit lucky maybe there that his defender didn't block it, but we took that. I mean, we were happy we scored the first goal, but then this will happen. My Blanc makes a tackle which turns out to a perfect assist to his Blanc, and that is 1-1. And we didn't really feel that we had the momentum in this game with the diamond, and when I feel that, I instantly change to the 4-2-3-1 because I always want to have a domination in my game. I want to have the momentum, and you always need to have a plan B. And here you can see how we change to the 4-2-3-1. And this paid off very quickly. You can see here Rui Costa is also great in the defense. He has a plus 60 interceptions, and he takes the ball back, and then he makes a great double ball roll. It's a great skill combo in FIFA 18 and finds a simple tap in to Ronaldo. But this guy didn't give up. He will find a pass here to Bale. He's onside, and he finds his way through two of my players, and that is 2-2. But after this goal, we just speed up the tempo a little bit, and Ronaldo here with a heel-to-heel flick, saved by De Gea, but we keep aggression here. We maintain the pressure, and he makes a mistake, and that is 3-2. And after this, there was only attacking against one goal, and that was his. We find a pass here to Ronaldo, just turning around, and a simple driven shot. We have 4-2 in this game. Look at this great anticipation from Rijkaard, which will give us this chance here, finding Rui Costa, a nice heel-to flick variation, and finding Ronaldo, and that is 5-2 and GG. Time for El Cuero, who is a top player. He usually finishes over Elite 1, and he also has a nice team here, Ronaldo, Suarez, Bale, and yeah, you know this defense, Bayern München and United. But his Furman makes a nice save, and then he finds a pass here to Suarez. But look at this defending with the right stick switching. It's so crucial in the defense, and a great block from Rijkaard. And we can keep 0-0 here, and you can see once again he has a space here, but right stick switching to Rijkaard, and we simply anticipate this pass. And instead of 1-0 to him, we're gonna get a breakthrough here. A great one-two passing, Bale Ronaldo just as many times before, and Ronaldo just waiting for the timing, and then the perfect finish, 1-0. And here Ferdinand, so aggressive, great type of defending, and Bale here ball roll, good tackle, but we get the ball back a bit lucky, and then yes, you know what's going to happen. It's 2-0 in this game, and we had a good period here. He makes a mistake. We find Rui Costa, and he just finishes this like a gunslinger, a very short space, but he finds the perfect angle, and it's 3-0. And then Suarez will leave the space. You can never leave 1 meter free to Suarez. He's going to finesse it every single time. So it's 3-1. He's a little bit back in the game, but we're gonna respond very quickly here. Rui Costa, driven pass, and tap in just like in FIFA 17. We have still this reflex, and it's still working good in 18. And here, manual pass, you can see so perfect, wonderful. Ronaldo, 5-1, and that is the final score. Alright, the time for my defeats, and this is a very special one, guys. This is in my second game. I was just starting off my weekend league with my new team. I was still, you know, trying to get the team warm, and I was close to scoring in the first half, but I didn't really find the right tempo in the game. But before I even had a chance to find it, this happens. Error in the application. My FIFA 18 crashed, and unfortunately, I mean, that is registered as a DC, so I got the loss in this game, which I would most likely win. I mean, it was the second game, and I was so devastated after this happened. I was so angry. I felt that this is so unfair. I'm spending so many hours, but obviously things like this can happen, unfortunately, and you just have to you know, refocus. There were still 38 more games to go and a lot to play for. From game number 2 to game number 4, you won't believe this, guy. This was the last game of the weekend league, and this was 6 AM in the morning. I was not really planning my games well this weekend. I was really tired, but I'm gonna score the first goal, and I was hoping, please, can I play against a shit player? Maybe a bronze player, maybe a bronze 3 player, but this guy was good. I mean, this was exactly the opponent you don't want to play when you are very tired, but we still find pretty good ways here. Nice goal by Costa, and this could have been GG. We had 2 chances to GG this game. You can see here, I mean, De Gea, he always bails people out. I mean, amazing. I mean, what is this save? Amazing save with his feet. Instead of 3-1, what is Walker doing? He's slipping over Mbappe. He had his Mbappe wants to watch, and it's 2-2. And then, oh my god, the crossbar, and then Costa with a chance. Costa, come on, score this. I need this goal. I just want to go to bed. And he makes a mistake, and I was praising the Lord at this moment. I said, thank you for this mistake. But straight from kickoff. Yeah, it's FIFA 18. This is going to happen. Walker just loses his marking, and then this happens. Alexandro just slips over his players. My players were slipping from left to right, and he scores 4-3. And look at this. If he wouldn't fall over his players, he would probably block this cross, but it's a free header once again from Mbappe, and we're gonna hit the post. Once again, I was not sure what was happening, but instead of 4-4, he's gonna get his chance. You can see here how we mess up with the player switching. We switch too much, and that gives the player some kind of short circuit, and then he has a good composure in this situation. He scores, but we don't give up. We never give up. Here, Rui Costa, 4-5. This game is far from over. We're not gonna lose the last game. Great pressure. Costa finding Ronaldo, and Ronaldo turning around and shooting. But of course, it's gonna hit the post the 3rd time in the game, and then we have to gamble it, and he will get the chance, and that is 6-4. And we lost the last game. That is the first time in the history of Weekend League where I actually lose the last game. You can see here also the stats that he was very, very efficient, and we simply didn't score our chances. I mean, I was also a bit tired. I was a bit sloppy in the defense. I should have planned my games maybe a little bit better, ending up playing 6 in the morning. Then this can of course happen, and it's just, I just have to move on. Time for my greatest comeback, and this was actually the only game. This is amazing stats. The only game, the whole Weekend League, where my opponent actually scored the first goal. So in 1 game out of 40, my opponent took the lead. And that is very interesting, and he's gonna score another goal here, finding a nice cross to Mertens of all people. He is like 165, but he's gonna out jump Alexandro. But we're gonna get back here, Ruud Gullit, you know, the leader of the Goat Gang. He scores 2-1. But this guy was good. I mean, his passing was really on point. Fast passing, good motion, and we weren't maybe on top in the defense. He scores 3-1. But then, Nainggolan, and this was before, yes, this was before I changed my team. Some of you might figure out what happened in this game. But anyways, 3-3, Gareth Bale, we're back in the game, and we're gonna do it again. Finding Cristiano Ronaldo, drag back, and top corner, far post, 4-3, maybe not really the top corner, but a nice goal. But from kickoff, again, we can't keep the lead, and here we make a slight mistake. We have to stand a little bit more towards the goalkeeper here to cover also the outside, but he scores with Ahmed Musa. So it's extra time. Ruud Gullit finds the pass to Gareth Bale. We get a bit luckier with the rebound, and we score 5-4. And here I thought this has to be over. I just have to keep the ball here the last minute. But Nainggolan, what are you doing? You're losing the ball, and I was at Park the Bus. You can see here the risk is that the defensive line is standing very, very, very deeply. He gets the open chance, and he scores 5-5, and that is a penalty shootout. I was losing my mind in this game. He scores the first goal next to Handanovic, and then Marcelo scores his penalty kick, and this guy had good PKs. It was very hard to read them. Here Bale in the middle, and then Overmars, a great penalty kick. Handanovic is not even close, and then it's time for Gullit. He goes the middle again, but he reads this one, and here you wonder, how can you come back from this? Well, I didn't. Plot twist. I lost my greatest comeback, and you know, I had to show you this game. because this was the only game that I was trailing, except for my other defeat. This was the only game that my opponent took the lead, and that are some pretty impressive stats, even though I wish that I made at least one comeback this weekend. Now you can see here the stats, guys. I mean, I was not happy about losing this game. I don't show you all of the highlights because that would take like 10 minutes extra. I had so many chances in this game and I was really gutted about losing this game, but that is FIFA, and this meant that we finished on 37 wins this weekend with 1 disconnection. And this means that we have 113 wins monthly. We are outside of top 100 with skill points, and we have 2 wins less than the guy who is number 64. So we need 40-0 the last weekend, and we also need some good skill points. So we have to play most of the games on Friday, which is always a gamble because of the connection, and also, you know, it's Black Friday, but we have to do it. I usually save my games for Sunday to play in better connection, but yeah, this Friday we really have to gamble it and go all in. But if we don't make it, guys, I mean, I feel confident about my gameplay. I feel that I can get 40-0 anytime. I just need that last 1-2%, and if I don't qualify this month, I will hopefully do it in February, and yeah, one way or another I will try to make it. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did so, make sure to drop a like. Thank you so much for watching, as always, you know, until next time.